if there was a cost-effective way to do that, maybe that would really benefit a lot of people. Because when I first started, I would, just like any new trader, you would message someone you see on social media or someone you see, you will message them, hey man, like how's it going? Can you help me out with certain stuff? And the answer would always be, like, yeah, I need to sign up to this page, or you need to register for this, and I'm going to give you the answer. And to me, when I was faced with those issues, I saw that as, okay, well, maybe if down the line I or people start to look at me in a certain way that looks like what this guy knows what he's talking about, I'm not going to be like that. So when I started to get good, I started to post trades with explanations why I took those trades, and then we decided to put these live streams out to the public. We started with Mixer, then we went to, we actually started with Twitch, then we went to Mixer, and then we went to, and now we're on YouTube, so.
Well, I guess while we're testing this, just do a little breakdown on GBPJPY here. Well, I guess while we're testing this, just do a little breakdown on what's going on GBPJPY here. Well, I guess while we're testing this, just do a little breakdown on that GBPJPY here. Well, I guess while we're testing this, just do a little music is loud. Well, I guess while we're testing this, just do a little music is loud. This is off. What else should be turned off? Okay. Yeah, I guess we're good now, right? Okay, yeah, it should be good. Should be good now. Big echo, man. I don't know. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, perfect. What's good? Okay, very good. Okay, all right, awesome. So usually I send a breakdown on the pound and the EURJPY and gold to my groups, but I'm testing this live stream over here, this new setup I have. So I guess we're gonna try to break this down over here. Okay, awesome. So let's remove all analysis here on GBPJPY on the daily. Let's take a look at the weekly here. So weekly is basically rejecting this resistance level at the same time over here, and seems like we're coming down. Looking at the daily right now, daily candle broke below the low of the previous daily candle, and where we had a support formed, we broke below there as well. So this daily candle is going to close in 8 minutes over here. I think that the next candle should come up to create a top wick, continue down to maybe 135, 900. But if you drop down to the 4-hour time frame, let's take a look here on the 4-hour time frame. So basically on the 4-hour time frame, we are coming down to this area right over here at 136. I'd say like 136, 600, right? Because if we want to take a look left, right? So take a look at this. These candles, they're constantly looking left, right? We're looking left, and we have a resistance. Well, we have a support right over here. So probably price is gonna react to the support. Now this candle is about to close in 7 minutes. So let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame here. So looking at the 1 hour, what we can see here is on the left-hand side, this is a huge rejection area, right? This is a huge rejection area, because back over here on 7th October, look, price rejected pre-New York 6 a.m., rejected again 7 a.m. pre-New York, rejected again with NYC open here again. Okay, perfect. Yeah, rejected at NYC open and then continue going up. So we had a big rejection here, right? So price is coming back to that same point at this time. Now, before price comes over here and before we start taking sells, we need to basically see that, okay, as price was falling this morning, it came down to a rejection level here, which was held back on the 9th October here before, right? So this was a rejection level, and sometimes, guys thought that, okay, price is going to move up, but it continued to move down. So basically, right now, we're coming up to this rejection area here. So let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame here now. So 30-minute is basically creating a minor resistance right over here, right? We're getting a minor resistance created at this point. Now, for the Asian session, I think for price to continue going up, we need to see a break above 136,520, 136,520, 530, right? So we need to break above 136,520 for price to continue moving up towards 136,700. So that's good. That could be a target in the Asian session right over here. And if we measure this range, this is a pretty good range. Oh no, actually no, it's not a pretty good range. It's a pretty garbage range over there. 15 pips. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding, man? All right, let's bring it up over here, right? This makes sense over here, right? So we had clean candles coming down, looking left. We had clean candles going up, right? So that's the reason price moved down pretty smoothly. So now above 136,520, you have a range all the way up towards 750, 136,800. So I think for buys, you're gonna want to have price break and close above 136,520, right? If you can get a break and close above 136,520, there's a very high probability we can correct this move here a little bit. But you have to be very cautious that, okay, price may come up and then continue back down in the range as well. Because if it continues back down in the range, that's going to be a fake out, right? So you have to be careful of that. Now, for sells, I'm not sure, right? Because this candle came down, rejected, then we had a lot of rejections over here. So I think for sells, we'll need to see some minor resistance form. So maybe this move up would be like a retracement, like a small retracement. Maybe on the daily, we can continue to make a top wick, if candles do start retracing, and then we can continue down with the London session and whatnot and retest this low. So that's something to look out for. So I'm basically looking for maybe in the Asian session looking for buys about 136,520, but we'll see how that plays out. So let's take a look at EURJPY here quickly. Let's remove all analysis. Let's go towards the daily time frame. Looking at the daily, this candle's coming down to support 123,900. So let's take a look on the 4-hour here. Looking at the 4-hour, we do see that there was support formed back on 6th October around the Asian session, and then the after the Asian open price continued to move up. So this is a very, very strong support level here as well. So now there are a lot of instances where you will find a lot of strong supports, and a lot of strong resistances, and price will break through them or reject them. So this is where you have to be very careful, right? Even though we're approaching a very strong support, we have no confirmation that price will continue moving up or not, unless the fact, this 4-hour candle closes bullish in 3 minutes. So let's take a look at here on the 1-hour time frame. Now, looking at the 1-hour, what we want to do is we want to make sure that, now notice how this zone is overlapping all the candles. So we're going to remove this zone, and we're going to draw a zone based on this current time frame right over here. 1-hour support we have, and taking a look at the 30-minute time frame, we have a resistance right over here, just like GBPJPY, right? Just like EURJPY's older cousin GBPJPY. They both are cousins, right? So we have this resistance at 123,900. So I think price for the Asian session, price needs to break above 123,920 for price to continue up towards 124, 110, 124, 150. So if you measure these ranges, these are like 20 pip range, 25 pip range. So those are areas which we can look at. So at the same time, just like GBPJPY we saw right over here, GBPJPY, you would need price to break and close above this level, and on EURJPY, same thing. You would need price to break and close above 123,900 for price to continue moving up. Now at the same time, you have to be very, very careful that the next candles, if they do come back and close in the range, then the buys are invalid. That move up becomes a fake out, right? So that's something very important. We have some questions coming in here. Literally finished watching today's live stream 10 minutes ago. Oh, nice. Is there enough volume in Asian session to even move that much? Yeah, sometimes, Asian sessions, sometimes, there's some volume, but like most part, it's a hit and miss, like in the Asian session, maybe like 2 sessions are going to have a lot of volume, maybe 3 sessions, but I've very rarely seen all 4 sessions have a lot of volume, right? Plus we had Monday holiday, so who knows what happens today. I think today is going to be some sort of volume because we had a holiday before. So, okay, let's take a look at gold here now. Gold is continuing bearish after that positive news from the CPI. Someone said that there was another fundamental event involved, but I don't really look at fundamentals other than the fact that Trump's getting elected, and that's just for comedy, but that's about it. I go purely based off price action. So gold right now is ranging between 1890 and 1895. So this is what I do, right? So you draw your most recent support, most recent resistance. So you measure this range. This is a 50 pip range, pretty big range, right? Gold. What's the destination if gold breaks above 1895? So looking left, maybe around 1902. You know, like we were basically looking at this, maybe like 1902 is going to be a good destination right over here, 1902, right? So if we measure this range, this is going to be a say 80 pip range, like around 75, 76 pip range, right? But if we do break below, breaking down, there's a very high probability for gold to come down towards 1884. But this area is very important for gold to break 1890, a very, very important area because look, you know, candle came down at London close, tapped into 1886, moved up, next one tapped into it, moved up, this created support, and then we had candles coming down here again, afternoon time in New York session, and then, you know, candles kept rejecting this area again. So you will need to see a break and close below this area, because if you can get a candle breaking and closing below this area, then that breaking candle becomes a breakout candle. You know, so that basically paves the way for the next candles to continue bearish, right? Same thing goes for buys here. For price to continue up, you need a break and close above this area here. So I'm going to be focusing on GBPJPY at this point over here, for the Asian session, and I'm going to see if we do form some sort of a minor resistance for price to continue falling, or are we going to break above this area to continue to go up a little bit to retrace, right now we're seeing it fall, so spreads are going to go pretty up here. Oh wow, look at that, spreads are really high at this point, right? So you have to wait about an hour and a half or so, something like that, to, like, you know, really see what the Asian session is saying. So also this kind of close with a no lower wick here. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Hope you guys really enjoyed this session here. Like the start was pretty wild, but it is what it is. Like, you know, if you only focus on let's say the London session, just stick to the London session. But yeah, I was trying to test the stream here. All right, everybody, take care, have fun. We'll see you